One of the most famous historical trees in the United Kingdom has been deliberately chopped down by vandals. The Sycamore Gap tree had stood in northeast England for nearly 300 years, and its historical significance was cemented a long time ago as the tree's roots lie next to a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Hadrian's Wall. Constructed over 1900 years ago, this ancient boundary once divided the land between Roman Britannia and Caledonia, often colloquially described as the ancient border between Scotland and Britain, although that description is not exactly accurate as the wall lies entirely on modern-day British soil. The historical significance of this site may be ancient, but this sycamore tree has some modern-day relevance as well.
A time of tyrants.
Movie buffs may recognize this site from Kevin Costner's 1991 film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That movie's popularity earned the sycamore the nickname Robin Hood tree. Hollywood movies aside, the Sycamore Gap tree is famous in its own right as it's one of the most photographed trees in all of the UK and a popular spot to propose. Of course, all that changed on September 28th when the tree was found split in two. This unlawful vandalism of a historic landmark has sparked outrage from locals.
I used to picnic here with my kids. When we have family over from North America, we bring them here and show them this. There's people scatter their ashes here. There's people who've proposed here. My phone's been buzzing with expressions of grief. That's what this is. We've invested heavily at the North of Tyne in tourism with our partners in Northumberland County Council to really boost tourism in this area. And something like this, it makes me angry, and I'm sure it makes everyone who's watching this angry as well. It's so senseless when we have a tree that's hundreds of years old, that's part of our collective soul. This is an act of vandalism which can't be reasonably explained.
I'm finding it hard to comprehend what I've just seen, actually. I've just arrived at the site, and it's a bit hard to process, really, that someone's come along in the middle of the night and cut down the tree at Sycamore Gap. Quite shocking, really, and quite an insult to this local area, to the region, and to the whole country, really.
Yeah, I mean, what does this tree mean to people?
It means a lot to people. We've been overwhelmed in the national park, on our social media, on our website, through email, telephone calls this morning. People who are genuinely grieving about the loss of this tree, because this is a landmark tree. It means something to people, not just in the northeast of England, but across the whole country. People will have marvellous memories of visiting here with their families, and they'll feel, as I do, a real sense of loss today. And it looks like it's needless loss at the moment, because that looks like a pretty healthy tree behind me. It's been here well over 100 years and would have been here perhaps for hundreds of years to come.
It really, really is like a very sacred land, sacred site, and it just has such an energy about it. And yeah, I was absolutely heartbroken. More so that someone would do this intentionally. That was the most devastating feeling. It's sickening, really.
So who would cut down this historic monument? At the moment, 2 arrests have been made. CNN reported that a 16-year-old boy and a man in his 60s have been arrested in connection with the incident, with BBC reporting that the older man has since been bailed out of jail for the time being. While no official reasoning for the cutting has been given, many people are left wondering why this happened and what happens next. As locals wait for a conviction, 27-year-old Kieran Chapman planted a sapling sycamore tree near the site, but it has since been removed by the National Trust. According to The Guardian, the National Trust and the Northumberland National Park hope the tree will regrow, which is common for sycamores. But the age of the tree might make this difficult. The future of this landmark remains uncertain. For updates, check out themessenger.com.